What's up? It's George the Fragrance Apprentice, and I'm back for a couple of weeks in between some projects. I do have some time to do this, but this isn't what I'd call a full-blown comeback or anything like that. But one of the things that I want to introduce that I want to do consistently is this. I want to give free recommendations per month. You know, one of the things that I always try to think about is that there's still a huge amount of beginners. In fact, the majority of fragrance YouTube consumers are beginners. They just want to know, where to start, really. So I've decided to do this, which is a little bit fun and really bite-sized and really, really easy to digest, which is three fragrance recommendations per month, and one's going to be a really cheap, easy to find, easy to get fragrance that you can just get very easily. The second one is going to be a high range designer fragrance, and the third one, if you're feeling adventurous and want to really take it a step further, is going to be a niche fragrance, but those will usually be a lot of money. So it's July, I'm late, sorry, I know, but these are my three fragrance recommendations for July 2020. So my cheap and easy to get fragrance is this. This is MUGLER Cologne by THIERRY Mugler. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of this for a number of reasons. It's just really lovely to wear. It's very, very accessible. It's very green and sweet and has like a grassy element to it. Has some vetiver in there as well with a little bit of lemon. It's often compared to Original Vetiver by Creed, and I do actually prefer Original Vetiver. I did a video about that. But if you're just starting out and you just want something straightforward and easy to wear, then yes, MUGLER Cologne is fantastic for that. It has a real nice soapiness to it with the green, grassy, lemony vibe that it's known for, but there really is this cleanliness, and because of that, especially in high heat weather and really warm weather, it can really, really just be nice to wear and pleasant, and people do enjoy it. And when I've worn this, I've always had a decent reaction from it. The only negative about it is projection longevity isn't really there. It's okay, I guess, for the first couple of hours when I wear it, but after that, you really are getting what you pay for. It's a cologne. It's literally called MUGLER Cologne, so anything that's named like that usually has a very low concentration of oils, and that usually means that you're not really going to get a tremendous amount from it, so just be wary of that. But if you're just starting out, like I said, you're new to fragrance and you're looking for a beginner type fragrance, this was in my beginner list, I do believe, and it's always going to be a mainstay just for that. Second one is a designer. I mean, this one is kind of the MVP of the channel at the moment, and this is making such a huge comeback in the community at the moment, and especially with yesterday's video with Alicia. This was her favourite of the most worn fragrances, of my most worn fragrances 2020, and that is of course DIOR Homme Cologne. A lot of people have been speaking about it. Chris Fragmental bought it because of my recommendation. I think he can tell me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's really been reintroduced in a very strong and positive way. The reason being is that it's just so concise and clear in what it's trying to do. It's just like 3 or 4 notes, but they're very, very high quality, citrusy notes. It smells like a really, really beautiful, well done lemon peel kind of thing, with again some soapiness and some sweetness, and with that it's just fantastic and just really lovely. Like I said, Alicia really loves it, but women in general really do love this fragrance because of its clean and simple appeal. There's nothing too complicated about it, and because of that, people do enjoy the more advanced kind of crazy stuff, but usually in the world, when you're wearing fragrance, people are really going to gravitate to something like this, where it's simple to understand, simple to enjoy, and DIOR Homme Cologne is all of those things. So that would be my designer recommendation. And so on to my niche recommendation for July. It's going to have to be this. Just look how much I've worn of this. This is Ioko's Mirage 23. I've mentioned this a few times. This is like an Italian version of Aventus, kind of like an Acqua di Parma, Tiziana Terenzi. Well, actually, Tiziana Terenzi already did that, didn't they? But it's like an Acqua di Parma version of Aventus, but it also has a lot more going on. It's a lot more sophisticated. It's a lot more streamlined, and it's a lot less chaotic than Aventus, even in its more recent batches, where Aventus has itself become quite overly simplified as a fragrance. But this is fantastic to wear. It's got that bold kind of birch, musky thing going on, but it's also very, very prominent with its citruses and neroli and a little bit of bitterness as well. And that's the thing that really, really sort of pushes the gap between this and Aventus very far. It's the way that it handles its citrus notes and just a bombardment of neroli and bergamot, which is far more prevalent in this than it ever would be in Aventus. It's also very, very high quality and just very real, very natural, and it's fantastic. And as you can see, I have worn a lot of it because I really enjoy wearing it. I feel very good wearing it, and yeah, if I'm out and about and it's summer and I'm wearing this, yeah, I'll get quite a good reaction as well. So those are my 3 recommendations for July. Sorry it's a little bit late. August will be a little bit earlier in the month, and even when I'm gone, I'm going to try to at least put this video out once per month to just give, you know, some monthly fragrance recommendations with this format, which I really like. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, hope you got some new information, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your July. Anyway, I'm the Fragrance Price. I will indeed see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.